Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sinta Rahmawati and I am from TBI E, and today this is middle test speaking. And today I want to explain about the CLT, Communicative Language Teaching. The different definition of the Communicative Language Teaching or CLT. CLT is an approach to the teaching of the second and foreign language that emphasizes interaction as both the means and the ultimate goals of the learning a language. It is also referred to as communicative approach to the teaching of foreign language, or simply the communicative approach. In this method aims at developing procedures for the teaching of the first skill that acknowledge the interdependence of language and communication. It aims at having students become communicatively competent. A set of the principles about teaching, including recommendations about the method and syllable, where the focus is on meaningful communication, not structure, use, not usage. In this approach, students are given tasks to accomplish using language instead for studying the language. And there are three basic concepts of the CLT. Number one, approach and approach refer to theory about the nature of the language and language learning that serve as the resources of the practices and principles of the language teaching. Number two, design the specifics and relationship of theory of languages and learning to the selection and organization of language content, syllabus, to the types of the tasks and learning activities and the role of the learners, teachers, and materials. The last, number three, procedure comprises the classroom techniques and practices that are consequences of the particular approaches and design. At the level of approach or theory, the nature of the learning of language activity that involve their communication promote learning. Activity in which language is used for carrying out meaningful communication promote learning language. This is meaningful to the learner supports the learning process. The level of design, the goal of the language teaching is communicative competence, knowledge of the grammar, vocabulary, phonology, and semantics of the language. Knowledge of the relationship between the language and its non-linguistic social content. Knowledge of how to begin and end conversation, discourse competence, cohesion, and coherence. At the level of the procedure, types of the activities, accuracy or fluency, mechanical, meaningful, and communicative practice, information gaps, information gathering, role plays, opinion and sharing. Mechanical, meaningful, and communicative practice. Mechanical practice, he, blah blah blah, soldier. Meaningful practice, on the weekend, I'm going to blah 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 in the morning. I'm going to blah 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 in the morning in the afternoon, but I'm going to blah blah blah. For the communicative practice, ask your classmate about three things he considers when selects a movie. Teacher's role, the teacher has to assume the role of the facilitator or monitor, rather than simply being the model of the correct speech and the one with the primary responsibility of making students produce plenty of error-free sentences. For learners' role in the CLT, learners have to participate in the classroom activity that are based on the cooperative rather than in the individualistic approach to learning. There are many advantages CLT in the teaching according to communicative approach. Number 1, CLT is a holistic approach. Number 2, CLT gives vitality and motivation in the classroom. Number 3, CLT is approach to the student who are learned. Number 4, in the world where information, communication, and information technology have opened a large fiery foundation. The disadvantages of CLT are 1. A variety of category of overlapping language function and isn't read systematically like language structure. 2. Communicative approach focus on the use of the language in everyday situation. 3. In this approach depend heavily on the functional syllables that puts many depend on learners. 5. The main principle underlying this approach is emphasis on the needs. 5. The requirements are difficult. No classroom can be used of group work, activity, and props and teaching materials. In the end, I say thank you for your attention and hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.